Have you ever felt as if an unseen hand were pressing upon your thoughts, steering your emotions, and dimming the natural brilliance of your mind just when you needed clarity the most? This is the moment to lean closer, because the mind is the most powerful channel of divine intelligence, and when it feels clouded, life itself appears to resist you. In the teachings reminiscent of Florence Scovel Shinn, nothing happens by accident. Every condition is a mirror of belief, and every belief can be transformed. Many people describe a sense of confusion, fear, or heaviness, as though something foreign has settled in their mental space. Yet the deeper truth is that the mind responds faithfully to words, images, and expectations impressed upon it. When harmony leaves the mind, signs begin to appear quietly at first, asking to be recognized before they grow louder. One of the earliest signs is a persistent inner noise that refuses peace, where calm thoughts scatter, and even simple decisions feel exhausting. The mind, designed to be a clear channel for inspired ideas, becomes restless, looping over worries that seem to arrive without invitation. Another sign is an unexplained loss of confidence, where a person who once trusted their abilities suddenly doubts every step, as if their inner compass has been subtly turned. This doubt is not weakness. It is a signal that the mental garden has been seeded with ideas that do not belong there. A third sign shows itself as emotional heaviness, a sense of pressure behind the eyes or forehead, as though joy has been temporarily muted. In metaphysical law, emotions follow thought, and when thoughts are distorted, emotions echo the disturbance faithfully. There is also the sign of sudden disinterest in things that once brought light, where motivation fades and inspiration seems unreachable. The mind begins to resist growth, not because growth is impossible, but because attention has been captured by fear-based impressions. Finally, there is the subtle but powerful sign of feeling disconnected from guidance, where intuition feels silent and prayer or positive affirmation seems mechanical. This is often the most troubling experience, because it creates the illusion of abandonment. Yet divine intelligence never withdraws. It waits patiently for recognition. At this point in the journey, many people wonder whether an external force is at work, and suspense quietly builds as they search for an explanation outside themselves. The teaching remains unwavering. The mind can only be influenced by what it accepts. No suggestion, label, or fearful idea has authority unless it is entertained and believed. The remedy begins not with struggle, but with gentle awareness, recognizing that every thought is a seed and every spoken word a command. As you move forward, something remarkable is about to unfold, because once these signs are seen clearly, the power to reverse them awakens instantly, preparing the way for a deeper realization that changes everything. This awareness opens the door to healing, certainty, strength, clarity, peace, purpose, and renewed inner authority now. Once you have recognized the signs, the next step is to understand that your mind is not a passive space. It is a living field that responds to both your spoken word and your unspoken expectation. Every idea you entertain either strengthens your inner alignment or erodes it, and the realization of this truth is both humbling and empowering. Many hesitate at this moment, fearing that the disturbance they feel is permanent, yet nothing could be further from the truth. The very laws that allow interference or confusion to manifest also provide the method for clearing it. As in all spiritual teachings, including those reflected in the works of Florence Scovel Shinn, the secret is not in battling the negative, but in affirming the positive with unwavering faith. Your mind is a mirror that reflects exactly what it is told to reflect. Therefore, when a sense of heaviness or disorientation seems to dominate, it is simply a reflection of beliefs that no longer serve your highest good, and the key lies in replacing them with statements of truth, courage, and divine authority. Begin by consciously declaring the mental sovereignty that is your birthright. Speak with authority, not hesitation, to the mind, affirming that all foreign influences are dissolved, that your thoughts are clear, and that only wisdom, clarity, and peace may occupy your inner space. This is not mere suggestion. It is law in action. Picture the disturbance lifting like mist in the morning sun. See your mind as a bright, open field where only beneficial, inspired thoughts grow, and feel the relief of knowing that no external power can override your inner authority. Yet, even as you affirm and visualize, there is often a moment of suspense, a pause when the mind seems to resist, when the old fears whisper and doubt creeps in. This is the test of persistence, the crucial turning point where most give up or grow frustrated. But it is precisely here in this tension that transformation begins. The greater the apparent resistance, the more dramatic the breakthrough waiting to occur. Do not underestimate the subtle forces of your own imagination. They are the brushstrokes painting the reality you experience. With each repeated statement of truth, with each visualization of clarity and strength, the old patterns loosen their grip. Your inner being, aligned with divine intelligence, begins to reorganize, replacing fear with faith, doubt with certainty, and confusion with inspired direction. You may notice sudden flashes of insight or unexpected solutions emerging, as if the mind had been waiting in silence to release its full power. Often, these solutions appear at the precise moment when hope seemed most fragile, proving that the invisible currents of life respond to conscious intent, not panic. And just as suspense reaches its height, when you feel you can hold on no longer, a remarkable shift occurs. A sense of ease, a lifting of tension, a sudden clarity of vision, revealing that the mind was never truly under threat. It only needed recognition of its own authority and the courage to reclaim it. In this awakening, you discover that the forces which seemed to dominate you were never stronger than the simple, unwavering choice to align your thought with truth, abundance, and divine guidance. As the mind reclaims its rightful sovereignty, you begin to notice a profound shift in your perception of life. The once oppressive heaviness evaporates, leaving space for creativity, joy, and inner knowing to flourish. Every thought you entertain becomes a deliberate tool, a conscious act of co-creation with the divine intelligence that flows through you. The subtle but unmistakable sense of interference that once clouded your clarity now seems almost like a distant memory, a lesson that revealed how easily the mind can be misled when it forgets its own power. You realize that the signs you once feared, the confusion, doubt, emotional weight, loss of motivation, and disconnection from guidance, were not punishments or curses but gentle alarms, designed to awaken your awareness to the profound responsibility inherent in every thought and word you express. In embracing this responsibility, you find a freedom that feels both exhilarating and deeply reassuring, because you understand that nothing external can dominate a mind that is consciously aligned with truth. With this clarity comes the recognition that mental mastery is not a one-time achievement, but a continual practice, an ongoing declaration of intent. Every morning, every moment, offers the opportunity to affirm that your thoughts are sovereign, your mind is free, and your life unfolds in harmony with divine law. Suspense may linger at times, a test of your commitment, as old patterns attempt to reassert themselves. But now you meet them with quiet confidence rather than fear. The key is persistent, joyous attention to truth, a refusal to grant power to any idea that diminishes your worth, health, or abundance. Your words become sacred tools, spoken and unspoken, shaping reality in subtle but undeniable ways. The simple act of consciously choosing what to believe and holding unwavering faith in the authority of your mind transforms every moment from one of uncertainty into one of purpose and alignment. Now, as you walk through life with renewed mental clarity and inner authority, you see the elegance of universal law at work. Opportunities that were once hidden reveal themselves. Solutions that seemed impossible arise effortlessly, and relationships and circumstances align in ways that reflect the inner harmony you cultivate. The previous disturbances, which may have felt threatening, now appear as invitations to awaken, to exercise faith, and to step fully into the creative power inherent in every human mind. The awareness that no outside force can dictate your destiny, that only your own beliefs shape your experience, empowers you to live boldly, decisively, and with unwavering trust in the guidance of the divine. You understand that the true remedy for every disturbance, for every sign of interference, lies not in seeking outside validation or external solutions, but in the consistent application of conscious thought, faith-filled affirmation, and the quiet, confident knowing that your mind is a sacred instrument, perfectly capable of creating the life you desire. In this mastery, peace, clarity, and joy are not distant goals. They are the natural consequence of your conscious choice. If you are benefiting from our topics, please subscribe, like, and turn on the bell notification so you can see our new videos early.